Hey everybody, Dawn McGee, your nutrition evangelist here. I put the fun back into being healthy, and today I'm coming to you from my car. Um, all month long, I'm talking about your routine and how shifting routines make a difference, and how you can sort of get back onto steady footing when things shift around you. And so today I was out of the house. My routine had shifted. I had a meeting that was outside my house. Don't have a lot of those these days. And it was super exciting to see people in real life. And so I had to adjust. And so what did that do to my routine? Well, it was a noon meeting. And so I had to figure out what I was doing for lunch. And wasn't quite sure. I don't know the area that well for where I was going. And so what did I do? I packed stuff with me to go. I peeled a couple of boiled eggs. I tossed in my favorite bar. I tossed in a shake, things that could really easily, and of course a bottle of water, really easily come with me and be my meal for lunch if there wasn't anything nearby. Now, fortunately, I happened to find a great place with some yummy steak tips, and so that was lunch for me. But I always need to have a plan B. Super important. Otherwise, because if you get caught off guard, then maybe it's the McDonald's drive-through, and well, that's not so good. Um, and I'll tell you another story about my shifting routines. I mentioned I brought a shake with me. I recently got introduced to a plant-based shake, and I'll tell you more about that as the weeks go on. But my initial feedback on it was, well, I don't need a plant-based shake. I don't have any digestive issues. I'm not lactose intolerant. I'm not a vegan. I'm an unapologetic carnivore, and so I said, well, gee, why do I need this? But I tried it anyway because there was a friend of mine who said, try it. It tastes good. I'm like, oh, all right, I'll try it. And it tasted good. And then I started drinking it. And for after a couple of weeks, I noticed that my digestion was better. I was feeling better internally, if that makes sense. Um, Feeling less like puffy and fluffy internally, which is pretty amazing. So maybe I have some sensitivities that I wasn't aware of, and I should check into that. But I guess my message to you is that changing your routine is not always bad or fraught with anxiety or um, requires rebalancing. Sometimes it's good to shake up your routine because you never know what you're going to find. So, here are my two tips for you this week. When you know that things are shifting around you, make sure that you take food with you so that you can always have some good, healthy food, nutritious food with you. And second is that a changing routine is not always cause for concern. Sometimes it brings amazing things to you. And so, my challenge to you this week is twofold. One, tell me what is in your cooler. What do you take with you when you leave the house? And number two, how can you shift a couple of routines around and see what wonderful new doors open up for you? Let me know in the comments. I really want to know. If you love good food, good beer, and good wine, we have two events coming up for you in the next couple of months. Our Oktoberfest beer pairing dinner. Oh, local beer, amazing food recipes. Check out the Perfect Pairings page on Eventbrite, and you'll see all the details there. I hope you can come. It's October 13th. And then our November Perfect Pairings with some delightful wines and again, delightful food is on November 19th. So hope you can join us at one or both of those events. As always, what I hope for you is that you live a life you love without being hungry, feeling deprived, or giving up your glass of wine with dinner. This is your time. Get off the sidelines and back into the game. Tag me with any questions. I'm always here to help.